Hello, it's me again. Yes, your number one Lego frog, Sigmund Freud. No, that's somebody else. Yeah, Sigmund Frog, as in Ziggy. So today, it's Lego Day. I'm not supposed to get close to this because there's bleach in there. And apparently, that might change the colour of my fingers if I stick it in there. So I have to have Lady take over and deal with this. Okay, over to you, Lady. Yeah, so it is just a very small little washing up bowl. Probably just over 1 kilogram of stuff. This should mainly be vintage that I'm seeing in here. And yeah, so that's a vintage minifigure, and that's quite promising if I've got that garage. I bought it because I know that there's space sets in there, but that would suggest that there's also some what do they call it, castle sets, because that's the plumage off the hat, and that's one of the back things. I know what set that is because that's one of the sets which I had, which I've actually kept. It's a little boat that actually has that goes with it. Yeah, so it goes like that. I haven't seen any castle minifigures in here, so the next thing that I'm going to be doing is just draining this out, hence why I've got towel here. I've got the faithful colander and the bin for when I find loads and loads of stuff in there which is not Lego, which is just going to be crud. I know that this has been in a shed because the state of the box was pretty disgusting, hence why it's been soaking in bleach. And yeah, I'm hoping that there is some good stuff. Even these, you see, we've got road signs. I mean, I know you can see a big boat, but I don't really know what that goes with. There is the black space minifigure, which is one of the rarities as well. You can sell that for you sell that for £10 to £15. So, oh, and here's some Playmobil. Great. Right, I'm going to crack on with getting this washed. I've given this a decent soak, and I've put it on the towel and it's drained overnight, so it is dry in theory. It will still be a little bit damp, hence why I've got, well, I can just dry it out on the towel. There's not much here. So this is the thing, is it doesn't look like much Lego at all here. And obviously I've got parts like that, which I don't think are Lego. No, that's certainly not Lego. So I've got the little bin there to throw things in. You know, because there will be a lot of like random stuff, which is just garbage. So I've actually paid £30 all in for this. So randomly, this was an auction, and it was £25.55 that it finished at, and then it was £4.45 postage. So it's worked out as exactly £30. And I know it doesn't look like much at all. So that's all I've got for my £30. You know, usually I've got quite a big pile. However, this is all 1980s. I say all 1980s. I know that there's some modern bits in here as well because I've seen them. But there's a lot of like marked pieces. There's a lot of unique pieces. Things like that. I know that I've got my money back on this straight away. Obviously I showed you that. I don't know if I've got the minifigures that I'm expecting. You see, it is damp even though it's been sat out overnight. I know that I've got castle stuff in here. I bought this because I knew it was space sets. This is like a wing for space sets. So 3 of the things which I have seen from here. So this part here, this stanchion, I know that this is in one of the race lap things, but I know that it's also in a space set, and the space set is called Crater Crawler, and it's a 20 quid set. So I've got 20 quid with that. Those are unique pieces. I think they might be part of it. there isn't, honestly, I've got a hat there. Oh, it's going. So I've got a hat there. So maybe I have got the minifigures that I'm hoping for in here. Right, there it is. So that's a unique piece, and that is Transporter with Scout. I often have this piece for M-Tron, which was quite popular, but I've never had that one, and I know that I've got the instructions for that. That's another 20 quid set. Obviously I've got instructions, so I might be able to push for 25. And then the other really obvious thing that I've got is that this boat, and it's even, I've just been like testing this and now I can't show you, it's even got that, which is the weight, so that you can put it in the bath and it'll still capsize. But these weights are the things that are normally missing. That weight itself will sell for like £5 to £10. But that's another 20 quid set. It doesn't have the stickers on it, obviously, but I can put that together 100%. This is in regards to my spares. I know that those pieces go on the pirate ship. So anyway, I'm going to dig into this. Now this guy, he sells for £10 to £15 on his own. This guy. But this will go with the set. There's lots of space figures in here. These are the modern pieces, so I know that there is modern pieces in here. I don't really know what that goes with, and that's fairly modern. When I say modern, this is like early 2000. So I'm going to dig into this and I'm going to see what I can pull. So my feelings are that even though I've spent £30 on this and it's not much Lego, these are all small sets which will sell quite quickly. And I should get about £100 profit on this easily, and that's conservative. So I'm going to see exactly what I can pull out of here. Although it's all going to be small sets, it's going to be quite a lot of small sets, I think. Everything is sorted into piles, usual way I do it, plates, bricks, unusual bits, hinges and the rest of it. Yeah. So I have been through all of these bricks here, and this is what I've concluded I have. These ones at the bottom I won't be able to build because that's some big set. I haven't got the base plate for it, although I might. Gonna have a little look in my spares. But I don't think I've got it, although you never know. And that's got like a shield thing that's on it, which should be clear. I think I've done it before, but I've definitely not got it. Yeah, and various other little sets. So I'm going to pull all of this out now. I'm going to go and inventory these and see what I can put together. I think there's about 15 sets here. So I mean, if they all sell for like £10, that's 150. So that's exactly the sort of thing that I want. There's more here as well. I'm just going to do the first ones, the really obvious ones I've got. So this is all the vintage. There's definitely, although I've got very obvious things here, which I know are the castle sets, which was that thing there, which I haven't broken that down because I knew exactly what it was. There's no castle minifigures in here. They're all space minifigures and, you know, town minifigures. These bits which I've got here, I could see straight away, not them, they're the Technics. So these bits that are here, I could see straight away that these were modern because the colour is more vibrant, and that does actually say 2011 on it. So I haven't looked into what these are. This was in 2 parts and I could see immediately what it is. It's a Christmas tree. So I know that these are from an advent calendar. You know, it's a little sled and the rest of it. So I've left them to one side because I know that that doesn't fit into what I'm doing, and that's just going to go into a box of spares. So I am going to dig into this now and put together some of these sets. It is unfortunate that I've only got one of this piece because this is one of the ones which I actually have been struggling with because I've got enough pieces to do another hospital, and I know that I need another piece of that. It does actually just build an ambulance with 2 of them and 2 of them, but obviously I haven't got them. So yeah, I'm going to dig into this and put together what I can and see what I've got left. Hello, I'm back. Yes, it's me, Ziggy. Things have gone well. Lots of Lego bits. Over to you, lady. Right, this is everything that I have left. I have started putting some of the stuff away into my spares. So obviously I've got a bit of brick stock, some wheels left, some random bits that I haven't yet done. So there's no minifigures for any of the castle sets, so they're just going to go into my spares. The road signs will probably go on the listing on their own. I'm just going to add all of that to my spares. This I haven't put together because although it's an ambulance, I still need another one of them, and I know that I've got enough for the actual hospital, the emergency treatment centre, so I'm probably going to leave it and keep that in my spares for that. And then this is from an advent calendar, which, you know, is very obvious because we've got a Christmas tree. This is from the City Advent Calendar 2012, so I'm not going to be doing anything with that because it's just all pointless. That's just going to go in spares. It doesn't sell for anything. So that's what I'm left with. And this is everything that I have managed to pull out of that using spares from my boxes and the rest of it. So, you know, there was like items that were missing, but I've been able to sort things out. The only thing that I haven't put together yet is this. So this part, which is used on this set, I have pulled out for this. There's actually 2 sets that this makes, and I've decided to go with this one because I've got the parts for that. Yeah, I can see that I have got some of the other parts. So I've got that in with this, but most of the bits I'm going to have to pull out of my spares. So I'm going to tackle my space part complete sets and see what I've got which I can pull together, which I think I might well have a fair few bits which I can actually sort out. There's a few things that needed like wheels and things, and I can definitely do them. But it was a different set and it had the black space minifigure, but I'm going to sell the black space minifigure separate, or if I can do the Astro Grappler, which is what that's there reminding me. If I can pull the Astro Grappler set together, I'm going to put it with that because that's a 20 quid set. So that should be a £20 set. The majority of these will be £10 sets. You know, like, yeah, conservatively like £10 sets. If it's a lesser thing, I've sort of put them together. So this is more or less what I've got. So I've got this garage here that sells for around 10 to 15. I've done all these today. These don't tend to sell well, so this is 3 sets here. Those are the set numbers for them. I've only got 1 minifigure, so I'm just going to sell that as a job lot because that will just help it sell. Because obviously they're just 10 a penny, these diggers. I've got a lot more digger parts. I could probably pull together a whole load more, but I just haven't got the minifigures for it. I have got a lot of space sets, which is what I was expecting. So this one is Surface Transporter. So that's that. Got one of these sort of metal detector things on. It won't be any more than £10 really, unless I'm going to come by a real surprise. I haven't got many blue minifigures, and this guy has got tooth damage on him, as you can see. So this is 2 sets that I've got here. The XT5 Droid, which is this set, which is supposed to have a blue minifigure, and then this one, which is an Astro Dasher. So I'm going to sell them 2 together. He's also got damage to his head, hence why there's a spare head there. Again, not any more than £10. This is something which, when I was pulling my post this morning, I realised that I hadn't sold it before. So, you know, not exactly too thrilled to find this. I haven't got the right road sign with that. This is one of these really old ones. This is when they didn't have faces on the minifigures. So this is from like 1975, I think, or maybe 73. So that is Road Repair Crew. I am probably going to place this one with it as well. It's got the same trailer that comes with it. So I'm probably going to list those 2 together because they won't sell for much at all. So yeah, probably not even £7.99, you know, not that much. Another space set here. This has got parts missing, but you don't really know. It's just 2 shields that fit on there are missing, and I haven't got them, but there's no harm in putting that together because it's fine. I haven't put the set name on there. And then we've got this guy here, Seismologic Vehicle. Yeah, so that's it. I've got some of these cupboards, but I haven't had the like doors for them. So I know I've had that one sat around for ages, and I didn't have the metal detector parts. Now I seem to have an abundance of metal detector parts. So I think there's like another set which I could probably do. I need to have a good look and see if I can actually pull that together, because it's one of the ones that's on like the crater base plate. So I'm definitely going to see if I can pull that together, because that would be really good, because that would be a good £50 if I can do that. This spaceship here, this is quite a cool one. I think this one's one of the ones that's going to sell for more like 20. So this is Lunar Patrol. There's one substitution on this. This bit here is supposed to be grey, but I didn't have it in grey, so it's black, and I think that's fine because the end bit is black anyway. So that's fine. I think this guy is supposed to be with him, helping out in some way. Right, let's go to the one at the back here. This is a decent blue minifigure, so this one hasn't got any damage. So I can't remember what it's called. Galaxy Tracker. Of course I can remember. This is one of the ones that I had. One of the very early ones that I bought. Let's throw it around. Yeah, so those fold. And then that pings off like it always does. Like it has done since the very time that it was first made. Right, so I did have instructions for that, so hence why that one's there. That's the boat, which I haven't really put together. It doesn't sell for much. I'm probably just going to sell the hull on its own, so I couldn't be bothered to put that together. It's not worth the faffing around. A little a little medic car. It's called ambulance, but I would be a bit horrified if they just turned up in that. Again, not any more than £10 for these. A police car, tactical patrol truck, because it's got road signs so you can go and cause people grief. What else have we got? Is this another police car? God, yes. So another police car. This one is called police car. These are all mid-80s onesies. And we have another set here. Didn't have the motorcycle with it, but I did have the motorcycle, although it took me ages because a lot of them were damaged and people had been chewing them, and for some reason some of them were glued, so I've had to like throw a load of spare parts away. But been able to put that together. Haven't put the name on there. So he's got a modern helmet as well. He's supposed to have an older style helmet, but so what. I think I've sold that before for like £12.99, but I did have instructions, so we are talking 10 again. This is steam shovel, a little construction thing. Tempted to put him with because it's not going to sell for much. So yeah, let's move him over here before I start just laying into all these sets and then forget. So yeah, we'll put all the construction ones together. It just makes it a bit more desirable. So, we can carry on with the police theme. So we've got this car here, which is, this is the older stuff there because it's not got the cross reports on the bricks. So this is one of the ones from the 70s. That won't sell for any more than a £5 because it's just not much to it. I have got a taxi, which is a very similar build. So I might get that taxi sorted and put them together. Because if somebody's interested in collecting 70s Lego, they're more likely to buy 2 than they are 1. So yeah, back to the 80s. Got this fire truck here. It's quite a nice little fire truck. I don't think I've ever had that one. I don't know why. I think probably I've built, you know, slightly better fire engines when I've had the hose reel thing. But yeah, that should be maybe just over £10. I don't know. I haven't really researched much of this at all. This is tractor trailer, so it is just a lorry. It's without its stickers, so it's not going to fetch very much, but you know, it's all present and correct aside from the stickers. I do need to make a note of that on there. This is quite a cool little set, but it's very faded. Those are the faded bricks, which I've sort of rejected. I was hoping that I'd have more of this fence panel, but I didn't. So I've only been able to replace one, and so the rest of it's rather faded. This is a £20 set, so I was hoping for better things for this. I think it's supposed to open out, yeah. So it opens up, and it's got a robot thing in there. Yeah, I quite like this. This is, so all the other stuff that you've seen there is Classic Space, which started from 1978 onwards into the early 80s. And then this is the Futuron Space set minifigures. So these are a bit more of the mid-80s to late 80s. Yeah, so quite pleased to find that. I was convinced I had the instructions for it, but I don't think I do. And then I've just done 2 of these Shell pickup trucks. It's supposed to have a yellow hook thing at the back, but I didn't have that. But I had those 2 knocking around, so I'm going to sell them together. I might not actually, because actually this sells really fast. It's a very peculiar one, this set, is that it's very popular. But generally, I mean, it sells for around around £7.99, but quite quickly, and people are quite interested in it. So yeah, I probably will put 2 listings on for that. So yeah, it's just stuff that ticks over, as is all of this. And this is what I was expecting, is to just get a lot of very small sets that are just good sellers, which just tick things over. So I'm quite happy with all of that. As I said before, the job lot cost £30, including the post. So it is a good return, even though it's only like £10 for each. It's a good little return, and it keeps up my algorithm. So yeah, very pleased. So, have you got anything to say, Ziggy? Let's buy more Lego. Yes! So, thank you for watching. I hope you did enjoy that. If you did, please like, subscribe, all that jazz. And I will be back. I do have more Lego job lots. I've only got one, well, two, but it's from the same seller coming up. So I don't expect to get any sets from it, so I'm not sure if it's going to be that much of a video, but you know, I could be lucky. So yeah, if you've enjoyed watching that, then please like and subscribe, and I will be back again with more videos just like this. Or, you know, even more rambly. So thank you for watching, and goodbye from me, and goodbye from Frog, and goodbye from other frogs.